Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Cavaliers versus Heat NBA matchup on Wednesday, March the 20th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for that one-on-one concierge style service. We offer these products. They're just not available on the website. You got to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, go ahead and text that number. But let's get to this one. Cavaliers taking on the Heat. The Cavaliers get back home after that win in Indiana, where they trailed pretty big in the first half of that game, came back, tied it at the half, and then just pulled away in the second half of the game. The Pacers made it a game, tied it up, but it didn't matter. The Cavs just kept turning them away. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat, 37-31 on the season. Man, this is just such a typical Heat team from what we've seen from them in recent years. You know, go on the road, losing in Philly, 98-91. They weren't even really close in that thing. I'll tell you, they were on the second leg of a back-to-back, and their legs just pretty much had abandoned them in that game. This is the third meeting of these two teams this season. It was Miami getting the initial win, 129-96. That was in Cleveland way back in November, and then Cleveland returning the favor on December 8th in Miami, 111-99. So the road team has won and covered in both meetings of these two teams. The Heat had looked, like they were maybe grabbing their footing, sweeping the Pistons in Detroit, but I think at the end of the day, you look at it and you say, it's sweeping the Pistons right in Detroit. They had lost to Dallas, OKC, at home against Washington and the Nuggets. Their prior win to beating Detroit, ironically, also the Detroit Pistons. When you look at their last three wins, they're all against the Pistons. They're 3-5 in their last 8 games, with all wins coming against Detroit. Not a good sign unless you're playing the Pistons every single night. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers, that win against the Pacers, stopped the bleeding after the loss to the Rockets. They had beaten the Pelicans, lost to the Suns and the Nets. So it hasn't been the best stretch here for the Cavs. Of course, Donovan Mitchell has been out a lot of these games, and the Cavs have certainly struggled through a lot of injuries. Of course, Miami, Harrow, this guy's been injured for years at this point, and you got to remember that's why nobody wanted him when they tried to trade him in the offseason, especially as a key piece in that Lillard deal. Mitchell is questionable for this one. Mobley is still out, of course, and Strus as well for the Cavs, but they continue to roll on and play some pretty hard basketball. I think that this game will probably continue on that streak, and I think this one between these two teams, this one's going to get physical. The Cavs D it up, 4th best in the NBA at guarding the floor, 9th best at guarding the 3. On the other side of it, the Miami Heat, 11th best at guarding the floor and 10th best at guarding the 3. Neither of these teams' offenses really show up all that big when you look at the numbers. I just think that this is going to be a tight one with the defense coming in, and I just think for the Heat, that is where they live. I think, having the day off is going to help them look a lot better than they did in Philly. I'm going to take the Heat, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com, 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.